playing NBA 2K25 MYTEAM for the first time ever. I have never played MYTEAM on this game, so I decided that I would load it up with you guys for my first time ever. The last time that I played MYTEAM was like 2K18, 2K19. Okay, you guys see I'm just now opening my starter pack. You know I gotta go Miami Heat. You feel me? They really gave me the heat for real. It's kind of crazy. Crazy to think like how far these cars have come. Alright, you see I'm setting up my team and everything. Honestly, I'm just trying to skip all this. I don't really care too much about the tutorial. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to play this. It's 2K. Should just come natural. Okay, but I guess you can set your coach, you can set your playbook. You guys are gonna see how I like to play. I don't really run too many plays, especially with the team that I got, man. This team is honestly crazy. All right, I didn't realize that there was rep in my team neither, so I guess you can hit like Vet 2, Legend in my team. That's pretty wild. Advance through the rep level. So apparently you have to hit gold rep in order to use the auction house. I thought that was pretty crazy. That's definitely not how it used to be back in the day. So I gotta hit gold rep to use the auction house. But like I said, I haven't played this game all year. And because I've been hitting level 40, I've been getting the season pass, I have a ton of unopened packs. I'm gonna just speed through the highlights. I mean, this is the first pack ever. Very first pack, and let's see what I get. Derek White. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna skip through a lot of the packs, man. I still haven't opened up all of my packs. There's so many unopened packs that I have. At first, this little diamond animation, you know, I thought it was kind of cool. OKC point guard 99 layup, SGA finals MVP. You feel me? Comment down below, y'all, how did you guys feel about the NBA finals? Me personally, I definitely was rooting for the Pacers. I wanted the Pacers to win. Prayers up to Halliburton, man. Crazy way to go out. Just a crazy ending to a crazy playoffs, man. But shout out SGA, shout out the Thunder, man. They took care of business, and they're actually pretty tough. I mean, watching this playoffs, I was one of the people who I wanted OKC to prove it, and they definitely proved it. But look, this right here, Jerry West out of the packs, y'all. This is who I wanted, man. I'm so glad that I got Jerry West without having to get the auction house because, man, oh my gosh, you guys are going to see in the gameplay, but Jerry West is just so tough. One of the most slept on players in 2K. One of the most slept on players in real life, y'all. If prime Jerry West played today, I promise you he would be one of the best. He would be one of the best, like, point guards, one of the best players in the league, period, y'all. Period. Okay, but you guys can see the team. Some slight. All, I mean, I'm not gonna say no money spent because I did buy like season passes and stuff, but I would never spend any money on my team. What made me stop playing my team back in the day was I remember like 2K18 days. People would have 7-foot Taco Fall, 7'3" Kareem, 7-foot Shaq, Yao Ming, and George Murison, all like 7-foot centers that could ISO and shoot 99 everything, which that wasn't fun to me. Alright, I played a guy that had Shaq and Yao Ming, and Shaq was ISOing behind the screen, shooting fadeaway threes from Limitless on a Shaquille O'Neal build, and that's when I stopped playing my team. Alright, but first time ever, let's see if we can get 3 wins. That's the goal for this video, 3 wins in the MYTEAM. Alright, let's get it. First things first though, the verse of the day, 1 Corinthians chapter 15. But thanks be to God, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Y'all, it's one thing to play the game, to win or lose in the finals or basketball or just anything in life. But understand, spiritually, Jesus Christ already won us the victory on the cross. So thanks be to God, thanks be to Jesus, y'all. Make sure to follow God and follow Jesus Christ, y'all. I'm telling you from firsthand experience, it will be the best decision you ever make in your whole entire life. I remember what it felt like to be on the losing team. All right, I was atheist for so long, but now to be a part of the winning team, It's like an undescribable feeling, y'all. So follow Jesus Christ because he won us the victory already. But back to the video, we're trying to get our very first victory ever in my team, going against his starting 5. He's got a couple of 100 overall players as well on his team. So let's see how this first game goes. I am rocking the rec jerseys. Nothing too crazy. I think it's kind of funny you can use the rec jerseys in my team. If I could set my home arena to be like the rec, I honestly probably would, just to be like toxic. But apparently I've learned this now. The meta in play now, the meta in my team is just rim run. So we come out, start with a bad little defensive showing, start getting rim run. But you guys are going to see throughout this video, Jerry West. Jerry, Mr. Clutch, Logo West. He is, in my opinion, one of the best like 2K cards in the game. Alright, even if you play now online, you can use the old school Lakers. Jerry West be putting up crazy buckets on this game, bro. Like, I'm talking about like Steph Curry type stuff. And the thing is, man, he used to be even better back in like 23, 22, 21. Really, they nerfed him starting last year in 2K24. He was still like very, very tough, but especially this year on 25, he got nerfed. The pro play definitely nerfed Jerry West. You guys see I'm getting a little spin shot. Just missed it, y'all, but the vision is there. Jerry West, he's having a rough time adjusting to the modern pace of play, the modern game, modern athletes, okay? But just give him a second, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if there was like a time machine where you could put like an old player into today's game, yes, it would take some adjusting to, y'all, but great players can succeed in any era. So I wholeheartedly believe you could take people from like the 60s to 70s and you could put them in today's game. Just give them an off season, you know what I'm saying? Give them a couple weeks, couple months to understand what the new moves are, the new pace of the game, threes, all that type of stuff, man. And they'd be able to adjust quick. Now, would they be able to catch the ball and actually make steals and stuff like that? I don't know. According to Mike Wang, I don't know if even these modern athletes can catch the basketball and just, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy what this pro play simulation has done. But you guys see, end of the quarter, I got the shot at the buzzer, y'all. You always want to hold for the last shot, man. You always want to hold for the last shot. Again, with the spin jumper, it was an open shot. So Jerry West, like I said, he's adjusting to the modern pace. He's trying to get a feel for the new game, the new tempo. But the thing about Jerry West, they called him Mr. Outside. All right, Mr. Outside, Mr. Clutch. He was out here shooting from Limitless back when it was only 2 points. So if you put him in today's game, you give him a 3-point line, you give him spacing, he's definitely going to be able to go crazy. Right, you guys see him with the step back. Oh my gosh. But the other guy, he actually has a pretty good team. I do believe that we end up losing this game. We'll say it was a warm-up. I noticed that my players didn't even have their badges neither. Like, you guys are going to see after this game. But third quarter, it's technically a 8-point game, so we're not down by double digits, but it's looking pretty rough, man. I'm baiting the guy. That's one thing I learned playing this. My team, people still love the off-ball. Off-ball defense is crazy. Me personally, I like to guard ball. I like to call ISO, and I basically just ISO. You see what I'm saying? Jerry West cooking up ISO 3 green. I like to ISO, but a lot of people in my team, a lot of people in play now, they love to off-ball. They love to sit here and play as a center and just play off-ball defense, never guard you, never come to you, man. And so you guys see, we're starting the fourth quarter only down 3 points. We fought back, 3-point game in the fourth quarter, 3.5 minutes left to go. It's definitely possible, but 2K starts giving them some host stuff like that. They're calling that a foul, but that's not a foul. Of course, he runs down the court, rim run, giving up easy dunks. So, like I said, even he's blinking red. He doesn't have the stamina. He doesn't have the stamina right now to really play this modern game. So just give Jerry some time to adjust. But like I said, a lot of people love to play off ball. You guys see what happens if the guy actually tries to guard me. Jerry West is getting a bucket every single time, even with the old school SIGs. But Game 1, he just didn't have it in the tank. The rest of my team, we played good, solid defense, but Jerry West and the Lakers got to lock in if they're going to win 3 games in a row. And like I said, y'all, I realized I didn't even put on all of my badges on this build. So I finally went and got extra badges. You guys can see I've got legend badges all on Logo West, layup, mixmaster legend, interceptor legend. I got tons of legend badges on him now. So now that he's had some time to adjust and reach a fuller potential, we're going into game 2 with high expectations. Okay, high expectations. I don't want to take another loss. I want to play dominant. You guys see I'm playing against a guy with 3 wins, so I'm guessing he's 3-0, 3 wins. I still have yet to get my first win. We got to win 3 for the challenge. So we're starting out playing good defense. It's crazy, y'all. That steal right there that Paul George got, I literally wasn't even on my controller. Like, I think I had to go do something right as the game started. I went to go, like, take the trash out or something. And when I came back, I literally saw Paul George got a steal, and, like, I'm not even touching the controller. It's just kind of crazy the stuff that happens on this game. On 2K25, you can get rewarded without even touching your controller. Sometimes you can be playing the game and it actually takes control over your player. So a lot of crazy stuff has just been happening this year in 2K25. You guys see in the ISO, Jerry West cooking up, man. If you're going to guard me and go one-on-one, I promise you, Mr. Outside, Mr. Clutch, whatever you want to call him, man, he is a very tough matchup against any defender. And what I've noticed in this my team, man, so many players, they're just like 99 everything. I'm seeing players that really shouldn't be having that type of, you know what I'm saying, stats, ratings, have a 99 everything. It's just kind of crazy. Like, that's kind of what killed me off of my team way back in the day, was playing against 7-footers with 99 everything, Hall of Fame limitless, every shooting badge, legend badges all over, you know. It gets to a certain point where it stops even being like real basketball. Now, I know I'm saying that as I'm just calling ISO here to end the clock, but in the quarter. But I'm telling y'all, man, at the buzzer, the best play is to wait for the buzzer, especially if it's game on the line, especially fourth quarter. You want to wait as close to that buzzer as you possibly can and get the shot off, man. Don't let them have no chance to score again. But the defense, like I said, is crazy. Even though my players, they're not 7 foot, I got Penny Hardaway, I got Paul George, I got Zion, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", all across the board, 99 everything. You guys see legend badges on defense, legend paint patroller, all that type of stuff popping up. Even my center, Tim Duncan. Now watch this play. Look, I'm trying to get glitchy with Jerry West. Now pay attention here. Look, I take him to the post after I got glitchy, and look what happens. Look, hit him with the fade. That's not a foul, but I get hit. Jerry West is down. Off that play, y'all, Jerry West just got injured. He got hurt. And I guess it was maybe like the Converse on his feet or something, or just wasn't ready for the physicality of today's game. But you guys can see he has a little plus, the little health sign. And then pretty soon here, my opponent's going to call a timeout, and Jerry West actually gets taken out of the game. So how are we going to adjust, man, without our best player? You guys see he's trying to fight through injury. He's trying to play through injury to get this team the dub, man. We really need this win, but it's not looking too good, man. He's trying to do all that he can to stay on the floor. But like I said, the other guy calls a timeout, and that's the last that we're going to see from the logo this game. I'm very glad that it doesn't last like multiple games, because next game it was refreshed. But I was very, very upset to see like my player can get injured in my team. That's so dumb. That's so like lame to me. I had to sub in SGA for my substitute, and SGA goes pretty crazy. But just the fact that my player can get injured, you guys see, unknown right ankle injury to be dated. He's out for the game. Imagine if that happened like in rec or pro-am, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really play my team, so I don't know how common that is, or I don't play my career, but stuff like that shouldn't be happening in my career or my team or whatever, man. An injury to a player, like, that's just lame. That's really lame. But SGA, man, this card is actually insane. Like, low-key, SGA card is actually better than Jerry West. I just have fun on Jerry. You guys see I'm learning the animations, learning his jump shot. At first I thought it was like Patty damn near, it's so fast, but I don't think it's Patty. I think it's something different, but he definitely has this Steve Francis, and SGA is kind of glitchy, I'm not gonna lie. And he's got these long arms, high defense, so I'm getting contests, I'm running the break. He's able to shoot middies, shoot all types of crazy shots. SGA is nice with these dribbling too. Look, they leave me wide open. I'm coming down the court, green. All right, great stop right here to end the quarter. Playing good defense all the way. End up blocking the shot, and we go into halftime up 11. Game 2 is looking like a good game so far, but like I said, our best player is out for injury. So SGA, our 6th man off the bench, is he gonna step up? You guys see the crazy layup. I'm starting to get a feel for how SGA played. It looked like SGA for real, you feel me? That was pro play. That was game 7 finals SGA. All right, and like I said, man, I definitely became a bigger fan of the Thunder overall throughout this whole like playoff run. Thought it was crazy that Pacers took them to 7 games. I thought it was even crazier that the Nuggets took them to 7 games. A lot of people forget, man, the Nuggets almost beat them. So you'd have to think, could the Nuggets have made the finals? But SGA, man, in my opinion, does he draw a lot of free throws, a lot of fouls? Yes, but that is part of the game. Even look at this right here. It's like real life. Look, hit him triple threat, jab step, pump fake, jab step. You know what I'm saying? Just simple, smooth, ethical buckets. I definitely like the way that SGA plays in real life. It looks smooth. It looks ethical. Watching game 7, I thought that he was missing a lot of shots, but even the shots that he missed, in my opinion, it was kind of bad. He had like 30 shots, but he was passing the ball. He was throwing dimes to his teammates in game 7. So I definitely got a lot of respect for SGA. Like I said, crazy that Halliburton got injured like that. Crazy into the finals, man. But the Thunder's defense is crazy. Honestly, like, even after Hallie got hurt, at halftime, the Pacers were up. You know what I'm saying? So at halftime, there was a chance, but really, it was that defense. You guys can see he ends up getting the little pause, quit out or whatever. So I guess we'll say that's a win. On to game 3. So now we're 1-1. But as I was saying about the Pacers, even though Tyrese Halliburton got injured, they were still fighting up until the 3rd quarter, and TJ McConnell showed a lot of heart in that 3rd quarter game 7, but ultimately it was the Thunder's defense that was just crazy. They were getting a lot of turnovers, a lot of lane steals, a lot of blitz steals. Y'all, it reminded me of like 2K for real. Like when the passes are just, they're in the lane and you're getting blitzed, all that type of stuff. It reminded me of 2K for real. Like, that's how crazy the Thunder's defense was. So even though their offense wasn't that good, I didn't like Chet Holmgren on offense. I didn't really like J-Dub on offense. Just watching it off the eye test, they both played pretty passive, looked pretty passive. I thought Lou Dort hit a couple crazy shots that may or may not fall. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like the offense too much, but the defense was crazy. The defense was crazy. And that's how you know this team is actually really good, because their defense is so good, they can afford for their offense to be off, and they're still hooping. Now, speaking of defense, man, Jalen Brunson, whoever this Jalen Brunson card is, if it's 100 overall or whatever, this build is kind of crazy, or this card is kind of crazy. The defense that he's playing, the shots that he's hitting, this Jalen Brunson card is low-key kind of nice. All right, but we're actually down 4 points here in the 2nd quarter. Make it 6 points. Paul George comes down, hits the little midi fade. So Jerry West got to turn up, man. We've got to turn up if it's time for us to get back into this game, man. You guys see, leave me in the ISO, getting fouled. Hoff physical finisher. Hoff, or legend layup mix master. Hoff physical finisher. He does have like a 97 layup. 97 layup, 96 steal. All right, so I'm making big plays. I'm trying to fight, even though I missed that shot, y'all. We're playing defense. We're trying to fight. This game was a gritty one, man. We're trying to fight, come down, get the and one, moderate. Like I said, 97 layup. If you guys were paying attention to the stats on the Jerry West card, I don't know if I showed them or not, but he literally has like a 99 perimeter, 96 steal, 96 3, 96 midi. You know what I'm saying? 97 layup, which with a 97 layup, that wide open floater should have went in. That wide open floater definitely should have went in. But he's got like high pass, and look, they're trying to make me a draw charge. It's not gonna work. Step back, green. It's just crazy. And like I said, they actually nerfed him because in older 2Ks he was even tougher, especially back when they had like, what's it called, volume shooter, clutch shooter, green machine, all those types of badges, y'all. Jerry West card was insane. But look at some of these steals, man. Even on a card with 99 steal, 6'8", max wingspan, 99 steal, legend interceptor, sometimes the game is in control. The game decides who's going to win the animation battle. The game decides who's going to win the rebound battle, all that type of stuff. And in my opinion, from just the little my team that I have played yesterday, I don't see how, like, competitively my team could be a lot of fun, because there's so many flukes, so much crazy stuff that happens in my team. It's honestly kind of ridiculous. Like, the amount of fluke stuff in my team is pretty ridiculous. Not even just like the steals and loose balls, but also like red contested shot contest not registering, stuff inside the paint, crazy rebounds. It's just, I feel like the flukeometry on this game is turned up to 11 when you have 10 7-footers on the court with 99 everything, every single badge. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets pretty wild, the stuff that can happen. But you guys can see Zion's knocking down shots. We're going into the fourth quarter. We got about a minute left in the third. It's a tied game. Make it up 2 points. We're hitting tight contest layups, like I said, with Jerry West. We're trying to do what we can, but ultimately, I believe in the fourth, we did fall short in this game as well. Zion's trying to get us back in, but ultimately, man, people start rim running, people start cheesing. Okay, we're trying to fight back. Paul George, legend glove, stop and pop, green. Trying to fight back, but ultimately we do fall short this game as well. Trying to get flukes, just little stuff like that, like fluky. Then I'm cold and got Gatorade and I'm hitting contested, but it was making me miss like wide open shots earlier. A lot of stuff in my team is just pretty fluky. Pretty fluky. Even stuff like that, that's not a steal right there. 6'11" Tim Duncan, Hoff glove, 99 steal, and it's not letting me foul. So overall, bad game, bad execution on my part. Y'all see, with 1 second left, last possession, we need a three. I try to dot Paul George in the corner, a decent look, but he ends up missing. So we fall down to 1 and 2. That kid Wilson talking crazy in game chat, man. That's the last thing that Jerry West needed, man, because that just motivated him even more. Next game, I gotta go out, man. They said there's dogs on the court as we enter game 3 or game 4. Jerry West was a wolf, man. He eats dogs. So his team, he's got Steph Curry, he's got Jalen Brunson, Tatum. All that's just looking like dog food to Jerry West. And this guy, he comes out greening with Steph Curry, cooking with Steph Curry. But I had to show him why Jerry West was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. All right, because I'm making plays, I'm moving around off the ball, hitting red contest shots, those little close shots like a TJ McConnell type. Like, I'm telling y'all, prime Jerry West, not only could he shoot threes, he was pulling from half court, but especially like a TJ McConnell type of shot, like running around in the paint, in the close shot area, in the mid-range area. Those types of shots, man, would be killer in today's game if Jerry West played today, y'all. He would be better than TJ McConnell at stuff like that, man. But you guys see I'm cooking up, man. I do end up missing a couple shots, but just getting into rhythm, man. Finding my pace, finding my rhythm, drawing fouls, playing like a little rat, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, at the buzzer, you already know the deal. You know the vibe. Holding for the last shot. I really like that spin move. I really like that spin shot. And I'm showing Steph Curry, man, he's not the real Mr. Outside. There's only one Mr. Outside. You can be Chef Curry, whatever, but there's only one Mr. Clutch. There's only one Mr. Outside. You guys see he's playing defense. I'm shooting a little shot off the crab. I don't know if 2A's in my team, but that would be off the 2A. Playing defense. But like I said, that Jalen Brunson card was pretty nice. Jalen Brunson plays great defense, and he hits crazy shots, man. And Jerry West ends up going cold. All right? But we're trying to get him back into the game. We're trying to get our team back in the game. Even while cold, the thing that made him Mr. Clutch, the thing that made him Mr. Outside, he never lost his aggressiveness. Okay, so I try to model my game after like a real life Jerry West. He would stay shooting the ball. He would stay aggressive. Going into halftime, their Tatum hits a crazy contested side hop jumper. So we're actually down 1 point going into halftime. And Jerry West fading away, he would shoot stuff like that. Yeah, I missed. So what? I'm going to either make the right play or I'm going to take the next shot and be ready for it. That's the thing about being a great player, being a great point guard. They called me for a charge. That was like back in the old days, man. You couldn't dribble the basketball. You couldn't carry the basketball. Everything had to be solid and smooth and by the book. But if Jerry West played the day, y'all, he would be very good. He would definitely learn how to dribble right. But the defense and the shot making, the playmaking, that's going to be there day one. But third quarter is not going our way. You guys see, I believe that's Jason Tatum. He's actually kind of cooking up a little bit. Tatum hit that statement shot to end the half. And we're trying to fight back, man. We're down 9 points, make it 7 points off the little moderate midi pull-up. We're trying to fight back here. But we have to lock in fourth quarter. I really, really don't want to lose, especially after that last game. The kid was talking crazy in game chat. Jerry West hit him with the step back. I could hit my own contested shot at the buzzer. That's a big shot headed into the fourth quarter. Only down 5 points. Down by 5 points with plenty of time left. Cooking behind the screen. I only use screens if players like to off-ball. You guys see how he stopped guarding me? Even though Jalen Brunson has defense, you guys see he stopped guarding me. So I just hit the AI with a tight red contest, pull-up three. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibe with Jerry West, bro. Now he ends up hitting a tight contest layup as well. And that's what I mean, kind of like the flukiness, the RNG. It's a lot of like back and forth momentum fluke swings like that happen in my team. Back-to-back red contests and then stuff like this. I can't catch the ball. It's a turnover on me. Those are big plays with 2 minutes left to go. And he subs in Dirk Nowitzki just to dunk and do crazy stuff. So we end up going down 10 with 45 seconds left to go in this game as well. Another clutch steal, pull-up three. The Paul George card is actually really good. SGA ends up coming in the game trying to fight for us, but it is what it is. We end up falling short that game as well. So we are like 1-3. This is bad. This is bad. First time ever in the MYTEAM. I just lost 2 in a row. 1-3. This is bad. I don't know if we have to switch the lineup up. Maybe we'll go back and upgrade our players a little bit. But going into game 5, if I lose, I'm getting off. That's how I'm feeling right now. If we lose this game, I'm getting off the game. Point blank, period. You guys see he's almost getting steals. Even little fluke stuff like that. LaMelo Ball probably should have had that steal. I mean, he has 99 everything. So a lot of fluke stuff in this game. But Jerry West is coming out with a vengeance, man. Especially if you're going to sit here and off ball. I'm dotting that off ball. I'm not playing no games this game. We're not playing with our food, man. You guys see. Step back, green. None of that off-ball stuff. If you're going to off-ball, there's ways that you can score against that as the offensive player, man. You either dot their off-ball, so if they're the center, they probably want to drop, you know what I'm saying? So you can dot the off-ball. Or what I like to do, I normally just call screens. If you want to guard me straight up, I love to ISO. I love ISOing with any build, really, but especially Jerry West. You guys see, oh my gosh. That, trust me, he's still labbing and he's still getting in the bag. That spin shot from 3, just keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that in mind. Keep that move in your back pocket. You guys see he does have Hall of Fame shifty shooter. So he does. Jerry West can hit all types of crazy shots. Combine that with the defense, all right? Hoff on-ball minutes, Hoff dead-eye, Hoff set shot specialist. You guys see the shots that I'm pulling, the crabs that I'm pulling. Logo West, man, he's the logo for a reason. He can carry a franchise, even in my team. Doesn't matter who's on him. As we hit a M1, red contested M1 on the center, on Chet Holmgren. That looked just like the old days, man. For all of you youngins, comment down below, y'all. I see a lot of players, a lot of people nowadays, they love to act like the old players just couldn't hoop and they suck. They're plumbers and all that type of stuff, y'all. But if you go back and you watch the film, do a little bit of research, watch some games, watch some film, you guys will see that a lot of these older players are actually very, very good, man. Now, there is some truth to like the modern players. They definitely are more skilled. All right, but a great player from any era will always be a great player. Jerry West, if he played today, would still do stuff like this. Look, 5 seconds left, blinking red, hit him with the spin, no stamina, green, going into halftime. That's a big shot. That's a big shot, man. That's why they call him Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Clutch. Stuff like that going into halftime can really swing the momentum of the game. Now, we're giving up easy layups, giving up a little comeback to the other team. So we end up calling a timeout just to calm down a little bit, catch our nerves. You guys see what I'm saying, man. We're knocking down easy shots, y'all. Let me know how you guys like this style of video. If you guys want more My Team videos. Like I said, I don't normally play My Team. Even though Jerry West, he looks very in his element. I'm definitely hooping right now in the My Team. I don't normally play this mode. I don't normally play like Play Now Online and stuff like that anymore either. Just because Play Now Online fell off pretty bad as well. But if you guys want to see more videos like this in My Team and Play Now and like 5v5, stuff like that, comment down below, y'all, and I can definitely play more and make more videos in that style for y'all. I honestly, after playing these few games on My Team, I think I'm pretty cool on it. Like, I'm probably not going to play it again unless somebody either wants to match up or like if you guys just want more videos. But I'm definitely more of a Pro-Am rec type of guy, proving ground type of guy than I am My Team. I love playing as a actual like team with real players, you know what I'm saying? Even in like My Team, a lot of the decisions are just made by the AI. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I like playing with real players. I like playing a role. I like hitting big shots like this against like a bigger crowd, you know what I'm saying? I like to hit the game winner and make 5 people feel upset. I like to hit the game winner and make all 5 of my teammates happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. I prefer the 5v5 modes, but we have to do what we have to do. 2 wins. We're 2-3 right now. Not the best record. We are still a rookie. We finally hit silver My Team rep. We do have to hit gold rep to unlock the auction house. But here's my mindset going into game 6. 100 overall Larry Bird, 100 overall Julius Randle, 100 overall whoever that was on his team. He's got a pretty nice team, all right? 100 overall Julius Randle is kind of crazy. I believe he has Dwight Howard and Wilt Chamberlain, so he's got 2 horses down there. But like I said, my mindset in this game, if I lose, I'm getting off. Point blank period. I want to go neutral. I definitely want to tie up my record because I still have to get 3 wins, y'all. Don't forget, the whole reason that we hopped into My Team was to get 3 wins. So Jerry West, I'm smelling blood in the water at this point. I'm coming out the gate. I'm playing aggressive. I'm taking my shots. I'm taking my threes. I'm throwing passes. I'm throwing dots, y'all. Even when some fluke stuff happens, we're getting right back to it. Next play mentality. We're coming out here. We're playing defense. We're throwing dimes. Even little stuff like this, it keeps making me miss the dunk. It's making us miss steals and stuff like that, y'all. But we got to keep hooping. Just keep hooping. Fight through the fluke, man. It feels like 2K25, we're fighting against the game as much as our opponent. We end up getting a flagrant 1 foul. As I drink some water, when is the last time you guys saw a flagrant 1 foul in 2K? I believe they totally took out flagrants from like Rec, Pro-Am, my career game modes. I haven't seen a flagrant foul all year. And the fact that it just makes my AI commit a flagrant foul, it's just kind of crazy. That's what I mean by I don't like having the AI on my team, because you can't really control them. They have a mind of their own. All right, Zion's getting a flagrant foul, but they're not going to call a foul like that on Jerry West. It's kind of crazy. All right, but I'm going to make it up on defense. What I do love about this team, for me on my team, having a bunch of players with legend interceptor, legend glove, 6'8", 6'7", 6'9", having 3 of them on the court. Even my center, Tim Duncan, he's 6'11", but he has 99 everything on defense, everything legend on defense. Having that much defense on the court is pretty crazy. It's pretty wild. I definitely enjoy the feeling of knowing that every single one of the players on my team is an elite defender. Normally when I use Jerry West, I have to go back and play now. You You guys see I'm hitting another Euro step the lane, tight contest, layup. He's fighting through contact, y'all. That's what he does. None of that little cheap stuff that players get today. Back then, they really used to call it a foul, and you still had to fight through. But we're playing good defense. We're getting out on the break. Hit him with a step back. Oh, my gosh. Now, if I would have hit that shot, that would have been crazy. I'm moderate on that. It is kind of crazy. But we're right back on defense. I believe that's Larry Bird with the ball. He ends up getting in the nice little dunk. So we got to lock in. It's only a 6-point game. We have to lock in, y'all. We have to lock in before halftime for sure. But really for the rest of this game, we're moving the ball around, trying to get a good shot. Paul George again. I felt like that was a good shot, but he just missed it. And now we're back on defense. You guys see that Hall of Fame interceptor from Zion. That's what I mean. Every single player on the court having high steal, high block, all that type of stuff. It's just so nice to have. And we seal it off with the transition 3 from Jerry West. Another one. Crab him. Hit him with the contested crab, y'all. Once you get a feel for his animation, once you get a feel for his timing, y'all, this guy is just crazy. Hit him with a couple flurry of threes, make him call a timeout going into the third. And at this point, we're just managing the game. All right, up 11 into the third quarter. We're just trying to manage the game, make the right play. He wants to sit there and off ball as Wilt. I'm going to dot that corner. I'm dotting his off ball. And here's where we start to take off with the lead. All right, Timmy, get the ball back to Jerry West. Calling the ISO for the spacing, man. Back then, the spacing was so clogged. So for this guy to be able to hoop today and just have all the room and all the freedom to operate, man, it just totally changes his game now. Back then, they probably would have called that a foul. They definitely should have gave him the whistle. But look at stuff like this, man. They're doubling, they're tripling me, they're blitzing me, so I'm just making the right play, dotting Tim Duncan for the little buzzer beater. That's why you always hold the ball. Even if you don't necessarily take the buzzer beating shot, if you can dot your teammate up at the buzzer and make sure that they stay ready and they're ready, that's how you really win games, y'all. That's a really like comp pro level tip, y'all. Make sure to hold for the last shot. You guys see one dribble pull up, just fundamentals. At this point, Jerry's just having fun. I do have 25 points right now. I'm trying to go for 30. If I can score 30 points, that'll be my challenge, my A'ja Wilson challenge completed, y'all. So let me know in the comments below, how do you guys feel about season 8 being the A'ja Wilson season, the WNBA season? Do you guys like that? Are you guys going to use A'ja Wilson jump shot, all that type of stuff, y'all? In my opinion, I don't necessarily mind it, especially because it's the last season in the summer and like the WNBA is sort of just now picking up. You guys see that he's just dead at this point. He's leaving me open, man. He's out the game, out mentally. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is opening the door for next year on 2K26. I believe Caitlin Clark will be the WNBA like season girl. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, I'm calling it now. So WAF saying this now, June 26, 2025, but I've been saying this for a minute now. If they make Caitlin Clark the cover athlete or the season athlete, whatever, and they put her animations in the game, they're going to have to triple team her just like they're doing Jerry West right now, because Caitlin Clark's animations are going to be game breaking. Caitlin Clark jump shot is going to be the meta as soon as it drops, y'all. But you guys can see we finally got our 3 wins. We got a little achievement, streaker achievement. Took us 6 games, so we're 3-3 in my team. If you guys want more videos like this, want more of my team, let me know in the comments down below. I could even maybe stream it. All right, but like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure to follow God, y'all. Give thanks to God. Give thanks to Jesus Christ, y'all, because without him, without God, without Jesus, we would not even be here. There would be nothing. There would be nothing to be victorious over in life or on the game. Jesus Christ already won us the victory. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and peace.